Hi there, and welcome to Starseed Transmissions series, channeling higher self with Starseed Lolo, aka Laura Ferguson, and myself, Jennifer Taylor, aka 108 Healing Senses.
Hi everyone.
So, yeah, it's lovely to be back again. I know we switched the weeks, but we're here now, and sometimes that's just how life happens. So we go with the flow, but we will always be that we always have Thursdays as our day. So it's lovely to reconnect, Laura, and I know certainly a lot's been happening in my world. How's things been in your world?
I think same type of thing, just a lot of quick changes, but for the better. How about you?
Yes, things coming up to be seen, acknowledged, and also integrated. That's what I've been noticing, that kind of integrating and neutrally observing my light and all frequencies and colors and shadows in myself as well as in others. So it's been quite potent lately. But I'm glad
that is the right word.
Yeah, potent. Yeah, sometimes it's felt really intense. I've really felt it in my nervous system and my hormones lately, and then maybe a couple of days ago it was okay, but it almost felt like a week I felt a bit on edge, and I couldn't quite put my finger on it. But you just sometimes have to keep being soft with yourself, and whatever comes up, just keep softening any angles that you find.
Yeah, exactly. Almost like a kid playing with Play-Doh.
Yes. Yeah, not to get stuck in a cycle, especially if it's like a negative spiral. And I'm sure anyone that's tuned in live or on the replay, you might resonate with this right now, especially with everything that's going on in the world, but also that it might even just be in your own internal world if you have chosen to mainly close the door on major news outlets. But there's a general consensus that there's a lot of challenges in the world right now, and they continue. So before the call, we briefly spoke, and would you like to say the kind of the angle you had been feeling that this conversation will go today to?
Yeah, one big subject, the Orion Wars, and you added integration. So how can we integrate this and use this now in this moment?
Yeah. Brilliant. I think it'll be quite a powerful episode, actually. So anyone watching, grab a cup of tea or a nice cool drink and come and sit with us and listen to a live higher self transmission channeling with Laura. And I will be with her, as it seems to be we work well together with the questions, and I can feel the thread of who we're speaking with as well. So that's what's seems to be coming up for us when we do these episodes, which is really, really lovely and heartwarming and really cool as well. So I'm very honored.
And I would also like to add channeling with Jennifer, because while you're asking these questions, you're channeling as well.
Yeah. So it's cool. It's acknowledging how the series has evolved, and my channeling has also evolved with it too. So it's a practice as well, isn't it? As with everything. And trusting yourself.
Sounds good. Ready when you
lovely.
are.
Super. If you want to get into a nice comfortable position and find your connection, I'll be right with you.
Okay. We're going to do a short tuning fork, which just helps me get into it. It seems we have at least 4 collectives with us.
Thank you very much for joining us, all of you, each and every single one, to this space.
You're welcome, Lyrians, Syrians, Pleiadians, Venusians, reptilians.
Everyone that is present is aligned with Source, one true love, for the highest good of all concerned.
Yes.
Thank you.
Are you speaking to the reptilians?
Yes, just in ensuring we're all on the same page.
Yes. They're of the 5th higher dimension, not of a malevolent faction.
Thank you very much for confirming. So what brought all of you beautiful souls and energies to this space today?
We feel a need to speak with humanity and be as direct as we possibly can. We do this a lot in a dream state, or even in the awake state, as what you call a dream, or déjà vu, or even just a thought from a feeling from your higher self. We are another version of you, as you are another version of us, in the fishbowl of the ether or reality. Therefore, we are channeling through the channel because it is an outlet to assist another outlet, one of infinite outlets in this version of Gaia.
Thank you. With the topics that you gave to the both of us, integration and the Orion Wars, was there any particular information that each of you or collectively would like to share today?
Yes, humanity is still working through this because it is only one big present moment. Therefore, Orion Wars are occurring now in this moment, and this is energy that you feel. But as you say, wars on your planet, they are not on a large scale like the Orion Wars that can disintegrate a planet easily. However, we honor them nonetheless. This energy may be utilized to integrate the shadow self, because the dark and the light are all one, all of Source. All experiences are valid. All perceptions are valid. We are honoring this today.
Thank you. Before we came on the call today, I had the words, everything starts and ends with love. So even if you, on your journey, may find yourself disconnected from love, from Source, all that is, you will always find your way back to where you came from.
This is correct, because you have never left Source. You are roughly projecting 2 or 3% of your likeness into this experience, which is a matrix, one of infinite ones you are experiencing right now. Everything is a choice because of free will, even if it seems like it's not. The only moment is the present. There is no past and no future, just different perceptions, which you call past, future.
Thank you for that. For, I suppose, for right here, right now, on the 2nd of April, 2026, are there any particular messages that are for this day and moving forwards?
There's no such thing as bad and good, just perceptions. Just being part of physics, which is the experience. Energy is by default neutral to slightly neutral positive. Everything is Source. Everything you experience is meant to happen or not happen. As to your last question, can you please repeat that if you recall? Because there was another point we would like to make. This is a mantis being speaking now.
Please go ahead.
The point is, everything is part of the all. Everything is source. Everything is an experience from which you choose based on your frequency, based on your beliefs. You tell the universe what to give you. It's an infinite feedback loop. Therefore, you get what you put out, even if it's just a thought. As a source energy being, your thoughts manifest, even if they are unspoken, because you are a creator source energy being.
Thank you. So very well said and placed. Are there any more? Is there any more information that would like to come through before I re-ask my question?
Just that we love you unconditionally. This means everyone from Hitler to Mother Teresa and in between.
Because we are all from the same source. Therefore, we are all brothers and sisters in our own right.
Yes. You are all a spark of creation in a beautiful video game.
Why is it that some people can't see that it is a video game?
It's because of free will and unconditional love of the universe. Universe supports them so much that they support them in any belief or choice that they make, to include even inaccurate information.
Is that also a way for their soul to learn discernment?
Sometimes. Other times, they're repeating a cycle because they abruptly ended their incarnation too soon.
So it would have been lessons from a past life or in an earlier year in this life, this incarnation, that they hadn't learned the lessons for. So it just repeats until the point that they recognize that there's a pattern and a loop that's happening.
Correct. All of energy, from the macro atom, from the microcosm, we mean, to the macro infinite universe, are all feedback loops of infinite energy. Even a picture of an atom has these loops, does it not?
Yes, absolutely. Feels
Therefore,
very much like,
go ahead.
Even the image of an atom, the as above, so below, in so many layers of the video game, all having the same structure, the same patterns, the same frameworks to sit in, to work from.
Therefore, who's doing the feeding? You are. In the infinite feedback loop of energy. Some call it a vacuum. We see it more as a feedback loop.
And has that always been the code, the matrix code? Is that just for Earth? Is that throughout the entire universe?
All emanations of the universe are in essence a carbon copy with a different perspective. Therefore, it's all.
And how does the patterns of the past, of the Orion Wars. I'm not sure how long ago that would be in human years, or even if that matters, because there is no time. But how does, from a deeper personal level, how does that reflect, and also in the integration part, from Orion Wars to the now times?
Still the mantis being speaking. In your perception of what you call time, 1 to 2 million years roughly, you are correct. Does not matter, because there is no time. And as we mentioned, aforementioned, rather, in the present moment, everything is happening like one infinite Big Bang.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, you feel the energy now, because your soul fractal via your oversoul, filtered down from source, chose it.
And is it a choice to stay in that frequency, or to learn to rise above it and not be sucked into old patterns of war?
Everything is a choice, my dear, to include a loop of negative beliefs. A negative belief is not a fact. It is just a belief. And that is their job, to heckle you until you realize that and can identify them and redefine them.
I love that. So the heckling, is that also the supportive whispers that are universal into ET species, alien species, our our brothers and sisters, that they are also multi-dimensional aspects of self, are there whispering to us to make better choices, to take the high road, to turn the back on things that are no good, and
Yes
also
and no.
bring justice as well.
Apologies for interrupting. However, it's yes and no. Depends on the fractal experience you would like. It appears that most humans choose to filter through the higher self, while others are what you say open, meaning open to other energies, other entities, other dimensions, other planes of existence. Some will say it's an archangel. This one, the first one who channeled, filtered via her higher self, is Archangel Sandalphon, who's with us but not speaking. He is not channeled here yet. He says there's no need yet. Who will channel is whom will channel in the moment, who is needed in the moment. Same thing with the little voice in your head. Sometimes it's your higher self. Sometimes it's your energy in another dimension. Sometimes it's your fractal as an ET. How do you know? You ask it. It'll tell you.
Could you give me an example?
Yes. For example, you get an idea to write a story. You don't know where the idea came from. It's kind of a moot point where it came from. The actual point is that your higher self told you to do it. While you were there in the creation mode, you can ask, where did this story come from? Normally, generally, not always, the first answer you receive is the most accurate. For example, you're writing your story. You ask, where did you come from? Your parallel life. It's you. And if that answer feels right, you're satisfied. If it doesn't feel right, ask, who am I speaking with? Higher self. Okay. Who am I speaking with? A reptilian version of myself? Okay. Am I malevolent? Am I benevolent? Who am I speaking with? You on the other side in another incarnation. And you have just passed away. You can get an infinite number of answers. It depends on your intuition, or what they call gut feeling. You will know the right answer when you receive it. Just ask if you would like to know where your idea came from.
That's beautiful. Thank you. And I love hearing and sharing openly with those that resonate with this content, so they can help attune to their intuition, so they can trust themselves, trust more of their own inner wisdom, whether it's them, a fractal, or something else, but it always being what they need in the moment, that support, that love, that care and kindness.
Correct. At the end of the day, although there is no time, it's an expression. At the end of the day, everything is from source. That's where it comes from. However, being curious as a human, you are free to ask. What is your idea?
That's wonderful. Thank you. I will be practicing this.
You will be surprised with some of the answers you get, and probably in disbelief, and say, no, that's not true. Just like Laura one time had Houdini speaking to her, and he wouldn't leave until she moved him over to the light. And found out via herself and a session she did with a friend for Akashic Records that she was his girlfriend, not wife. And he still saw her as the same, and she kept telling him she is not. And he followed her for months. Just so happens Houdini passed away on Halloween in the early 1900s. And she didn't believe it, because she said, no, I'm not one of those people that says, I knew a famous person or something like that. And her higher self allowed him to speak to her day after day after day until she moved him to the light with her Akashic Records friend, Reiki master. So that's just one example of you being in disbelief. You might be surprised the answers you get.
I have no doubt. And actually that's the gift. That's the special gift that comes with trusting yourself. It's like turning on Technicolor, from seeing the world in black and white to realizing that, wow, there's so many more levels, there's so much more detail than I even noticed before. That's how it feels. Your senses literally coming online.
That's correct. Because it's a bandwidth. You can already perceive the first, second, third, and lower fourth dimensional plane. Sometimes you might slip, like a slipwalker or shapeshifter you are, to higher fourth dimension and see things that other people don't see. Things that are a true experience and unique and only for you, which is why only you can see them or experience them.
Beautiful. Thank you. This is a really interesting episode, and I love the fact that so many souls from different energies wanted to join us today to help right now. And I might actually return back to, unless there is there anything else you would like to add to that, and anyone on the floor.
This is still the Mantis beings. Pleiadians are telling us that they love you. They are actually the most closest genetically to you, since they are also humans, just slightly different.
Here's a question, whether or not you can answer it. if the Palladians are our closest relatives, will humanity see them before other beings, just from a frequency perspective?
When you started asking, weirding, and the answer is yes, because the answer is yes, meaning that humans in what you call the physical experience, if you choose to go to this experience, such as yourself and Laura and others who call themselves starseeds and whatnot, will experience what you call extraterrestrials, which are the closest in nature to you, because you are a DNA code, a walking DNA code. Therefore, it only makes sense for the experience of the ones which are closer in DNA code to yourself, such as the Pleiadians and hybrids, which are half human.
I've heard you may have watched another series, a podcast that I run with Jacob Rex-Ray, and that's about going into the future. So, although I'd quite like to do a session with you, Laura, on another time, I'll take you to the future if that's something that you might like to do. But what we found when we went 100 years into the future was how the dynamic of society had changed, and there was more integration of our star family that lived here with us. It wasn't just pure humans, it was very well known and accepted in society. Is there anything you'd like to add or comment on about that, or even if it might happen sooner than 100 years?
Yes. And as you know, energy can change. However, circa 2040 or so, a lot of these extraterrestrial beings, including our collective's energies, which are actually already here, however, beings which can project themselves in the physical still, because it's an effort. If you're fifth dimension or higher, a body is an option. Therefore, we have our own antechambers that we step into, more like a matrix room, and different technologies to experience a body, to show ourselves to you. Again, we say circa 2040 in your time, 2040 AD. However, the beginning of this physicality could always change.
And how could it change? Could it come sooner or be pushed back depending on certain things from humanity? And what would they be?
Partially, yes, the collective. Mostly, individual choice. If you would like to experience extraterrestrials in the physical, you will. Much sooner than someone who doesn't. Or someone who doesn't might have gone to the other side before then. Because for some who are very, what you say, religious, this could cause them to have psychosis. They are the ones that will suffer the most internally from an idea such as an extraterrestrial. Therefore, they might choose to go to the other side before it, quote unquote, happens in your collective and individual reality. They might shift. Does that make sense?
Yes, I can see that it would otherwise be known as conditioning. So if you are fully in a belief, in one certain belief, and you hold it so strongly, and then something comes along and it's like a child comes and knocks something off the table and everything's just shattered. That's the kind of imagery. It's like, but they're unable to hold on to reality. So I can see that mental fracturing as yes, I can see that.
Yes. So that is of utmost concern of ourselves, because those are other versions of ourselves and reflections. So we will ensure that that is minimized, and that what they say, the hippies and the freaks get to have the experience, and the others that don't, or that quote unquote freak out, are going to be NPCs, more Matrix for an experience.
Right. Thank you. That makes sense. Yeah. Is there anything, I suppose, for everyone watching or that resonates with the channel, as subscribed or whatever, however you're watching this live or replay, would you say that those that are drawn to our content now and also in the future will be in that category of being able to connect to see the higher realm, brothers and sisters that begin to show themselves?
This is correct. If they didn't already swipe in a second, they are listening because they are one of you, one of us. They chose to have a thinner veil in this experience of Gaia Earth 2.0, which we love that 2.0.
Thank you. Thank you. Are there any other pearls of wisdom or guidance anyone would like to share today?
The Pleiadians are speaking. We love you very much. We would love for you to love yourselves. There are many ways you can love yourself. One way of loving yourself is to do what you love. You are what you do. You are what you say. You are what you feel. Therefore, if you do what you love as a creator, you will feel love, self-love, which is the utmost importance. You cannot help others if you cannot help yourself. You cannot help yourself if you do not have self-love. Yes, it is that simple. It is that simple. We tell you often, in the form of a thought or a feeling, to love yourselves no matter what. Follow your passion. Do what you love, even if it's just in your spare time. If you have an inkling to write, write. If you have an inkling to sing, sing. If you have an inkling to work out or run, dance for joy, eat, sleep, speak poetry, whatever you love to do, do it.
Thank you. I resonated with all of that. I found myself finding myself truly doing the things that I love and enjoy and want to pursue, and that has brought me so much inner fulfillment that a few years ago I would have been seeking it outside of myself, but this is the way I grow it within myself, and every time I do more of what I love to do, it grows and it overflows.
Just like your garden, your water.
Yes. Yeah, plant your seeds, take care of your plants, give them the nourishment they need, the sunlight, the fresh air, stay hydrated. And I'm sure if plants could walk and dance, I suppose they do that in the wind. So they do it all.
Plants are beautiful. They have a whole network underground. They're the true inner earth beings. Many humans don't even realize this.
I've been gardening today, and this weather's been beautiful. And I had actually thought to myself, I wonder if Gaia has any messages for us. I don't know if anyone would be able to connect with her or just speak how she feels about the planet right now, about her body.
Bleeding still. We do clean up, or Earth would be 1,000, 2 times, 2,000 worse because of the pollution. And actually, it should be gold that falls from the airplanes, which they call chemtrails. And there is a misunderstanding here. It is not done with gold. Therefore, we assist in balancing out the atmospheric pressures, temperatures, moisture, humidity, removing chemicals, not from chemtrails, just from Earth and not having the clean energy. Our spaceships are cleaning up Earth full time, mostly drones. Lower fifth dimension, therefore it cannot be perceived in the lower fourth dimension. So the Pleiadians are helping with this greatly, and the Arcturians as well.
Thank you
And other
very much.
species from time to time. You're welcome.
It's sorry for interrupting you. I look at the sky often and see what's been put into her and on her and around her, and I love Gaia so deeply. I love nature so deeply, and it's it can be a little sad to see how others treat the planet individually and larger formations, whatever their intentions are. Even from people not picking up their dog business and leaving it for gardeners to have to mow over, or it. But that's the small thing, the poisoning of the planet just from the intention. I know, at least on the doggy do, it's natural and it will eventually dissolve into the ground. But I see it on a day-to-day basis, how people treat the planet, and I really would love to do more, but I suppose this platform will help people raise their vibrations, which can only help the planet further.
In the 2030s, going into the 2040s, you keep your frequency high, it'll be a different world, a beautiful world with clean technology to assist those 41% roughly who do not even have indoor plumbing. Therefore, the trash you see, rubbish in the streets and the parks, all of this will diminish because technology will take care of it. And you are already doing what you can do at this point. And you are actually doing all you can do, and more than most, by literally picking this up during your day job. So we thank you for this, because you are helping humanity that way with action, and this way with words.
Yes, thank you. And actually, anyone watching this, I highly recommend get a litter pick. They're really cheap to get, so you don't even have to bend down. Get one of there's a litter pick ring, and go out every now and again and just pick up some litter. And if everyone were to do that, even at just a physical ground level, that intention of wanting to take care of nature, to make her beautiful again, to remove the toxins from her soil so the plants and the animals and the insects can also live in their highest vibration without being surrounded by toxins. That's my reach out.
That's true. Change starts from within to without. not the other way around.
Mm.
Because it's all in the soul, as well as the body, not the other way around.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I've really appreciated our conversation today. We're at 40 minutes right now, just to let Laura know. Is there anything else, any other pearls of wisdom that would like to flow through for today? Especially like 2nd of April 2026. I don't know if there's anything particularly for today, or it's just more beautiful wisdoms that can just help to lift our lovely audience and beyond.
These are the reptilians from Draco constellation. We would like to say that we do get a bad rap and a bad name because of factions, specifically related to the Orion Wars and the destruction of Gaia during the Atlantis times, the stripping away of Mars' atmosphere, and Tiamat, the nearby water planet, which served as the moon then, is obviously decimated. We do not have to apologize for other factions, other species, in fact, of reptilians. However, we recognize great suffering. And this is for all iterations, then and now.
Mm.
And
Thank
we
you
would like to, you're welcome. We would like to say, many of us are you as humans, and we know what it's like in Gaia, financially, with wars, with famine. This can all end if humanity comes together in the next few decades, which you will. Being the change you want to see in the world is worth a lot.
It certainly is. As above, so below. As within, so without.
We're sorry. What did you want to say?
There's a saying from old Thoth that as above, so below, as within, so without. It's that reflection. There's a mirror that each of us have aspects of each other within each other.
That's correct. Anything you see, hear, feel, experience rather, is a reflection of you. Therefore, what Laura does a lot now is ask herself, why did I just experience this reflection? Most of the time, it's due to frequency dipping lower than average, like a chin check.
Mm. I get it too sometimes. I'm sure other people watching this too will get it too. You'll start to think about something that's either happening right now that you're stressed about and start to worry more, or you're focusing something that's happened in the past that may have hurt you, and you're still kind of processing it. That's what I've noticed recently with myself, and it feels like that's been an ongoing thing for some time. But every time it happens, I reposition the lens through how I'm seeing it, and find more peace by then releasing that thought. I don't need to hold on to it. I can give it back to source, transform it with love, and carry on with my day.
That's true. You're an illusionist by creating this reality, the version, which is yours. I am your version in your reality, She has her version of us in her reality. It's a beautiful, chaotic, beautiful, infinite mess. And when something arises, feeling, idea, generally it's tied to a belief, oftentimes a negative belief, which needs to be processed. If you do not process these negative beliefs, you cannot, quote unquote, get over them. If you cannot get on over them, you go mad. We love the Mad Hatter in a book, but not in reality.
It's debilitating.
Correct. You will not be able to function if you do not process and integrate shadow work, light work, alike. Balance.
I very much feel that's what me and Laura hold individually, and also for this platform, is balance. To really find grounded spirituality here and within yourself. Not putting anyone on a pedestal, not putting any of us speaking. We're just here to remind those watching what they already know, and just to retune into that frequency and not the things that keep them stuck.
Correct. There's no such thing as being stuck. Your energy. There is such thing as an experience of feeling stuck, which means it's a choice. 100% your choice. Balance is very important. When you are out of balance, you will feel it, which means you have to deal with what comes to the surface, or it will get stronger until you do. It's okay to cry. We want to say this. There's a lot of stigma with crying. Crying is actually cleansing your body, cleansing your body, recycling, which you do not want, which no longer serves you. Crying is cleansing. Remember, it's water. You are cleansing yourself when you're crying. It's okay to do so.
I would like to add one extra thing. There have been points in my past when I was in very deep emotional pain and turmoil, and there were points when I was crying a lot, and I found that my vibration did dip a fair amount. But what I learned that I had to do was call in my love team, call in source, call in my higher self, just to come close, to wrap their love around me so I could process and release in peace. And that would keep my vibration higher.
Yes, we see you cycling through in a lovely way, which brought you here in this moment and propelled you much quicker.
Was it because of the processing and allowing the not allowing the emotions to stick to me?
You are higher than the average human, double, sometimes even triple, with processing. Therefore, yes.
Yeah, that was a discipline I had to do, because otherwise I would have gone mad. Quite literally.
Yes.
I know. Yes, you know, but I've mastered it as well, because I kept having my own back. Didn't matter how low I got, I always picked myself up. Always wrap myself in love.
You are a master of this cycling, because you also have a life as a Buddhist monk in the Himalayas in another dimension.
Yeah.
And you are the master Buddha of all.
Thank you for
This
that.
one, she loves Buddhism. and she's there with you. However, she's not a master at this. And her cycles keep coming so she can master it. So she appreciates you teaching her.
I feel it's a duty to share this ticket to peace with others that want to experience true peace.
Remember, happiness is a choice. Balance is a choice. Peace comes from within, not without. That's the way energy works. It's just physics.
Thank you. Oh, it is now, we're at 51 minutes. So would Laura like to come back, or are there any last messages before we close this circle now?
Keep doing what you're doing. We are speaking to humanity.
Yes.
We love you very much. Therefore, you should have the same unconditional love for yourself. No matter your choices. There is no heaven and hell. It's just source, all of it, and all of it's your choice. Everything is just an idea of source. And we're all playing the game.
True words. Thank you.
Welcome. We love you unconditionally very much. To the point that sometimes we do give you nudges. We're like Jiminy Cricket on your shoulder. Speak to you.
Thank
Listen. If it feels right, listen. You're welcome. These are the Draconians. We are always with you because we are you. And there are several helpers physically on Gaia as well. Not just cleaning up the air and the space.
That's very good news. Thank you so much for everyone's presence. I really, really appreciate the messages that have come through, and I know that they will reach everyone that needs to hear this. And if you're listening and this resonates and you want to send it to those that would resonate too, please go for it. This is how we raise the earth. Just to remember our inner knowing, our inner love, our inner trust, and we can do it together.
Correct. Earth 2.0 is not a place necessarily. It's you. All of you. You are a walking portal. Use it to the best of your ability.
Thank you. I had an image of it was like an orbit of hearts that were connected in like a circle, and that was what that Earth 2.0 looked like, because it was the frequency of love that we all connect in, and you can reach it through your own heart, and you'll find others that also connect to you with their hearts, just like me and Laura. From all the miles across the sea and all the dimensions and lifetimes we have had together, and we're still doing it now, so that's beautiful.
And yes, she would, and maybe some of us would love to attend a future session.
Excellent. Well, maybe we'll do that for the next session. We'll see how times go.
Much love. Thank you.
Much love to you all. Thank you very much. And Laura, are you ready to return?
Yes.
Lovely. So just going to be bringing you back into your body. So 5 and 4, you're really beginning to take a nice deeper breaths and feeling your hands touching your knees and wiggling your toes. And 3 and 2, you're feeling more in your body, bringing back all that lovely energy, that divine love frequencies and source connection and integration that we've been discussing today, integrating all of the information that has been of the highest for everyone concerned, and taking what you will. And 1, opening your eyes, feeling refreshed, back in the room and having everything that you need.
Wow. That was a doozy in a good way.
Yeah. What a party. That was really special. Thank you. And thank you.
You're welcome. And thank you to the energies and higher self that did the work, and yourself for doing the wonderful channeling questions that you do.
Pleasure. It's fun. It's a cool dynamic, actually. And I don't know anyone else that's doing this either. But everyone's unique. So actually, may more lovely messages come through on this planet to help others. So yeah, it's all perfect. Oh, thank you to everyone that's been watching live on all of these different channels. It's been amazing, and we love to hear from you. Like, do comment below on these videos if there's things that you'd like us to cover in upcoming episodes. Let me know, and I'll be able to ask the questions as well as my own higher self channeled questionings as well. So that's cool.
That's correct.
Yeah. Is there anything you would like to share before we complete today, and also how people can find you?
Yeah, my website has all my social links, starseedlolo.com. That's Starseed and LOLO.com. That's it.
There you go. Didn't put it on earlier, but now we've got it now. So you'll be able to find Laura there. Yeah, pleasure. And you've got some epic books you've already released. Kids book about sacred geometry. That's correct, isn't it?
Yes.
And just go check out Laura. She's got some incredible content and ways to just enlighten yourself and your family. And you can find me at 108healingsenses.com, and I've got lots of information there about things. And also, if you're interested in working with me, you can there too, or join our membership, the botanical. I'll say our because right now it's me and Laura we're on, but lots of downloads that I'm getting from working in the garden all day, gardening, and the interesting perspectives that I'm seeing about how to create more balance in yourself, with the observing it within myself, the people around me, and also with nature. So it's cool. There's some interesting aspects. So that's all for us today, and thank you to everyone that's joined live. Oh, sorry, I have, there you go. is your bit there. We've got some lovely people that joined us.
Oh yeah, that's Tennessee, Kentucky Bigfoot. He's been following me for quite a while, and he does stuff related to Bigfoot, which is a fifth dimensional being.
Oh,
Slipwalker.
Wow. Yeah. Well, maybe we could have him on sometime if that's of interest.
Maybe I'll ask him.
We'll have a look. See, I think it's cool having a floor. It's interesting where we're going with this, but anyway, we'll talk about things afterwards and see how things go. As always, go with the flow.
Go with the flow. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. And yeah, be sure to like and follow and subscribe for our upcoming episodes, and be sure to check out the rest of the series on YouTube. This is our 7th episode now, so there's quite a nice back library to binge watch through, because it's probably better to binge watch that than some other other things that might scare you or lower your frequency. So it's there to help us all. So thank you, Laura. I really appreciate your channeling, and I expect you're a bit tired from all of that. So I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Lots of delicious pure water and food and grounding, and maybe a nap and all the fun stuff.
Sounds good. You too, Jennifer. You do a lot with the channeling questions, comments. So have a lovely night. I know it's night over there. And till next time. Yeah, until next time. Lovely. Also, we'll see, unless anything changes, we will see you all in 2 weeks' time. So I think that's about 16th of April, next 2 Thursdays' time. So we'll see you all then. Mm-hmm. Lovely. Mm-hmm. Okay. Thanks. Thank you all, and see you soon. Bye for now. Bye for now.